Morning everyone. Today our group will have present about the Singapore TUAS course. In this report we will have 6 parts. Current status for infrastructure development, 7 challenges in digital transformation, operation and labor, and 3 smart port policy and effectiveness analysis for advantages and disadvantages analysis of strategies, and 5 improvement measures, proposition on smart port strategy, and 6 conclusion and suggestion. And now we will have reviewed the TUAS course through a video to know well about the technology applied in the TUAS course before we start from the smart port policy and the remains.
For 2030, spanning over 1,300 hectares, the TUAS port
You're not here.
is set to be a key hub of the global supply chain. When completed, TUAS will allow Singapore's container capacity to scale up to 65 million TEUs. With a vision to incorporate state-of-the-art technology into TUAS operations, here's a peek into what is possible for the intelligent port of the future. You will experience an open and vibrant work environment where close interactions between people are fostered and encouraged. With the help of smart technologies, we embrace new ways of work. For instance, in the future, with our all-in-one operations center, jobs will be transformed. Crane operators will skill up to become remote equipment specialists, monitoring and working in the comfort of an office environment. Directly linked to the operations center are automation and robotic systems, the key driving force behind all wharf and yard activities. Unmanned vehicles will ferry containers from the wharf to the yard and on to their final destinations. Tasks which were once handled by people at great heights will change with the application of technology to create a safer working environment. For example, fault assessment of tall cranes can now be facilitated by drones, which are fully equipped to detect technical problems and provide feasible solutions. Efficiency remains key to operations in the port of the future. Autonomous truck platooning and the next generation gate system will ease incoming and outgoing collier traffic. With laser scanning and facial recognition systems, security will be enforced while cutting down on processing time, ensuring faster trips into and out of the port. Mobile technology and applications will be used widely to allow supply chain partners to communicate availability, receive assignments, track cargo, and relay timely data for integrated operations. With investment in skills, innovation, and technology to transform port operations, the PSA TUAS port will be a leading port of the future and a global hub of the world's supply chain. PSA, always moving, always.
After the video, we already can see the overview of the technology applied in the TUAS course in 2030 in the future. And now we have a review the smart port policy implementation and analysis the effectiveness of this. The key smart port policy will include integrated supply chains ecosystems through digitalization and automation, and then green and sustainable port policy. And of course, the phase development and innovation policies is also important. Through the picture, we can see some key technology already viewed in the video. The first, automatic guided vehicle. This will direct manpower reduction, reduce emission, and 24/7 operation. The next technology related to artificial intelligence, big data, 5G, is connect tens of thousands of devices with near zero latency. The next key technology related to digital twins. This will simulate the entire boss on the computer to optimize the robot tools. And now we will talk some ecosystem through digitalization and automation. First, for port automation policy. This will deployment of automatic pay cranes, extensive use of automatic guided vehicle, and automated yard management system. The next, smart digital infrastructure related to Internet of Things, IoT sensor network, artificial intelligence-based planning system, real-time monitoring, and predictive maintenance technologies. And the next will important related to data-driven port management. For example, digital twin technology, cloud-based operational platform, port community system. And this is some typical platform we use in TUAS ports. The first, Maritime Cyber Assurance and Operations Center. This center is a 24/7 maritime sector-wide detection and operational center to enhance cyber resiliency of the maritime Singapore. And this center is also to identify, analyze, assess, and provide cybersecurity advisories and allow participants to better manage cyber risk and implement active mitigation plans. The next is the 5G private network. It's with connectivity of infrastructure, enabling automation and real-time operation in the TUAS ports. AI-enabled next generation virtual traffic management system. This system will use AI to predict vessel trajectory and reduce port congestion through forecast collision early and then proactively manage traffic condition and how to solve it effectively. The next, event-driven architecture. PSA implemented the EDA to ensure real-time responsiveness and stability when handling high-volume data streams. And the most important is Digital Ports SG. It's a single window platform integrated with Singapore's NPAs, Immigration and Checkpoint Authority, National Environment Agency, and Port Services to streamline administrative processes. This will enhancing port operational efficiency and promoting paperless operation. You can see from the picture, the old platform and the new platform have a difference. With the old way, we can see that each agency will work separately and not compiled together. And with the new way, we can see that all of agents will connect to one system and they can share data and can solve problems quickly. And next policy related to the green and sustainable port policy. TUAS ports will have installation of solar panel and adoption of smart energy management system, and also smart grid and green building. Here we can see some infrastructure of facility of TUAS ports. For example, battery energy storage system, a smart grid management system, and green buildings. The The next sweet spot in this policy is reduce greenhouse gas emission. TUAS will use electric automatic guided vehicle instead of diesel powered vehicle. This will reduce carbon emission by nearly 50%. And the board targets net zero emission by 2050. Decarbonizing domestic harbor craft and leisure craft from 2030, all new harbor craft operating in cold water. It means that all craft in TUAS have to fully electric, be capable of using by 100 biofuel or be compatible with net zero fuel such as hydrogen. And also for sustainability, PSA Singapore has expanded its decarbonization initiative to cover all major emission sources, including direct operational emissions for Scope 1, energy-related emissions for Scope 2, and wider value chain emissions for Scope 3. These are 5 sustainability pillars of PSA. The first, decarbonization and energy resource. We already know, previous session, we all talk about this. Yeah. TUAS will try to gain to reduce 50% of carbon emission in 2030 and then net zero in 2050. And the next pillars related to transforming supply chains. TUAS will try to seek digitally transform for maritime and report industry related to automation and digitalization. The next pillars related to green hub port. The green values for transmission hub we try to gain through TUAS. And the next pillars related to green port control. It means that try to equip our PSA staff with a green minded, green skill and green motivation. And the next pillar is about the sustainability business. Try to incorporate the port activity with the green activity to the process daily. And the next policy related to the phase development and innovation policy. TUAS will have 4 phases to develop. It means that there are multiple phases in TUAS and expected full completion around 2040. Continuous testing of new technologies such as autonomous grains and blockchain logistics, and also pilot project before full-scale implementation. And now we continue analyze the effectiveness of smart port policy. The first, TUAS will gain the operational efficiency. Faster vessel turnaround times, increased container handling capacity, reduce operational delays. The next, effectiveness related to cost efficiency. It means that TUAS can have lower long-term labor costs, improve resource allocation, and reduce fuel and energy consumption. The next, effectiveness related to service quality. TUAS improve cargo visibility, enhance logistics coordination, better customer satisfaction. And the next related to sustainability performance. Reduce carbon footprint, improve environmental compliance. Now we will continue with analysis of advantages and disadvantages of the present smart port strategy by Crystal.
So there are 5 advantages in the TUAS port I'm going to mention. And first of all is its extensive global connectivity. So as we know, Singapore is strategically located in the heart part of the Southeast Asia, and making it an important link between major international shipping routes. And PSA Singapore is connected to over 600 ports worldwide and is part of PSA International's network, which operates in 185 locations across 45 countries. And this extensive connectivity allows Singapore to serve as a main logistics hub and a vital node in the global supply chain. As a result, the port not only facilitates international trade, but also strengthens Singapore's economic influence on a global scale. And the second one is the maximum space efficiency. So, as we know, Singapore faces severe land constraints due to its limited size, which is a geographical limitation. And to address the challenge, TUAS Port consolidates the existing terminals in several cities into a automated mega port. And by centralizing these activities, the port significantly reduces interterminal transportation and improves operational efficiency. And this allows Singapore to maximize the use of its limited land resources, while still support futures a huge amount of the cargo volumes. And the next one is the next generation automations. So as we know, one of the most impressive aspects of TUAS Port is its highly advanced technologies. And we have mentioned before what technology they have used in the port, such as port automation, smart digital infrastructure, and the 5G private network or the platforms. And in addition, the port relies on the fully electric automated guide vehicles, which is AGV and warp and yard cranes. And these technologies enable continuously 24 hours operations while reducing the limitation associated with human failures. And they also improve precision, efficiency, and consistency in cargo handling operations. And the next advantage is about large scale and high efficiency operations. So TUAS Port uses AI, of course, for dynamic berth allocation and predictive analytics. And these technologies help forecast container flows, optimize the resource allocation, and prevent operational bottlenecks before they occur. And in 2025, the port handled about 44 to 45 million TEUs that year, demonstrating its ability to efficiently manage extremely large and a lot of cargo volume. And because of the port operates 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, shipping lines and cargo owners benefit from shorter waiting times and greater scheduling flexibility and more reliable supply chain performance. And the next one is about aggressive environmental sustainability. So sustainability is a very hot topic right now, and a lot of port or corporation, they really focus on this part. And TUAS Port, so does TUAS Port. This port is designed to support the Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore. And its international is in achieving net zero emission by 2050, as we mentioned before. And its operations use electric equipment and various decarbonization initiatives that align with PSA's ESG framework. And by integrating sustainability into its business strategy, the port not only improves operational efficiency, but also contributes to global efforts and to reduce carbon emissions. And the next one is the disadvantage, and there are four main disadvantages in the mega port. So the first of all is highly capital expenditure. As we know, building a fully automated smart megaport needs a lot of investment or money. So the costs associated with constructing advanced infrastructure, installing sensors, and implementing digital platforms and employee robotic systems can cost billions of dollars. Such high upfront costs create a significant financial pressure for the port operators and leave a little less room for error during the implementation process. And the next one is its cybersecurity risks. So as port operations become increasingly connected through the digital network and Internet of Things devices, so we can see that cybersecurity is a critical concern. So a successful cyber attack targeting the port's operating system or digital infrastructure could disrupt logistics operations, delay cargo movements, and potentially affect the global supply chain. And even the port's importance in international trade, even a short or a little disruption could result in big and huge financial losses. And the next disadvantage is about transition and integration complexities. So moving from traditional and human-operated system to a fully automated environment is not an easy and simple process, we can tell. And the transition requires careful coordination among multiple stakeholders, including shipping companies, logistics providers, and constant authority, and so on. And ensuring that all these systems can communicate and operate seamlessly together presents significant technical and operational challenges. And the next one is the workforce reskilling demands. Although the automation reduces the need for manual labor, it also changes the skill required from workers and employees. So the employees must continuously adapt and learn the new technologies related to the digital systems, automation technologies, data analytics, and AI, of course. As a result, port operators face ongoing pressure to invest in workforce training and development to ensure that workers can effectively manage and maintain and learn these advanced technologies. And Jason will introduce the next part. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. And I'm going to talk about the improvement measures proposition on smart port strategies. And in this part, we will talk about some proposition for TUAS ports. First is for the financial challenges. And we suggest TUAS port can adopt a phased technology investment strategy, so they can prioritizing high-impact automation projects before full-scale deployment. Second is strengthen public-private partnerships, which is PPP, to share infrastructure and technology investment cost. And the third one is expand the use of predictive maintenance systems to reduce long-term equipment maintenance expenses. And the fourth one is conduct regular cost benefits and return on investment assessment to ensure efficient allocation of financial resources. They can also explore government grants to innovation funding to support smart port development. Next proposition is for technology risk. And TUAS port can develop system redundancy and backup operational platforms to ensure business continuity during technical failures. and implements digital twin technology to simulate operations and identify potential system weakness before deployment. And they can also adopt modular and scalable technology architectures that can be upgraded without replacing entire system. And it can prevent the system when they repair it. Fourth is establish strategic partnerships with multiple technology providers to reduce vendor dependency. They can also increase in-house technology development and technical expertise to strengthen technological independence. Next proposition is for cybersecurity protection. Implement a zero-trust cybersecurity framework across all operational and information systems. Also establish a dedicated core cybersecurity operations center for real-time monitoring and incident response. Also utilize artificial intelligence, as we know is AI-based threat detection and anomaly monitoring systems. Also conduct regular cybersecurity audits, penetration testing, and risk assessments. I know and implement regular backups, maintain a disaster recovery plan, and ensure system restoration procedures and are in place to minimize downtime and data loss. And strengthen the employee cybersecurity awareness and training programs. And here is the general cybersecurity countermeasure stage. First is prevention and detection, also response and recovery, and the final is improvement. And the last one is for human resource challenges. First is develop comprehensive workforce reskilling and upskilling programs focused on automation, AI or data analytics, and cybersecurity. Second is collaborate with universities, technical institutes, and maritime academics to develop future digital talent. And this can also find someone who has potential. Third is create career transition pathways for employees affected by automation. And the fourth one is introduce continuous professional development and certification program in smart port technologies. And the fifth one is establish talent attraction incentives to recruit digital specialized and technology experts. And the final one is promote Maritime One initiative to government-led program facilitating career conversion to help the existing workforce transition into high-tech roles. And we summarize some proposition for the security facilities. First is maximize the use of technology. TUAS ports can leverage advanced technologies to strengthen security and operational efficiency. Second is government and regulatory collaboration. It can also working closely with domestic and international authorities under a 3-level regulatory framework. And the third one is integration with operational systems. It can help embedding security measures into daily port operations and management systems. Next is security mindset and culture. It can help promoting security awareness and fostering a proactive security culture among employees. And the final one is industry collaboration. Partnering with industry stakeholders to share information, best practices, and security initiatives. So with these 5 assets, PSA Singapore has adequate port security system and facilities. Next, please.
I think the presentation just talk about the advantages, disadvantages, and also some measures for disadvantages of strategies. And now I will conclude and suggest for TUAS Sports. Through the presentation, we can have the success of TUAS Sports lie not only in its physical scale, but in successfully overcoming the dual challenges of ICT infrastructure and labor transition. So the future focus of TUAS Sports continued emphasis will be placed on cybersecurity, resilience, and the deep integration of artificial intelligence across the entire maritime ecosystem. And TUAS Sports can serve as a definitive blueprint for smart port visualization for other global hubs to follow. And we will review some suggestions. First, continue to expand AI and predictive analytics capability, strengthen cybersecurity, governance, and resilience. Accelerate workforce reskilling and talent development initiatives. Improve integration among port stakeholders through digital platforms. Increase investment in sustainable and green smart port technology. And also develop a long-term innovation roadmap to maintain global leadership in smart port operation. This is some reference of our presentation.
Okay, so